On this episode of What G-Paw is Doing, I'm going to take all the covers that I've been sewing up for the last couple of days, and I'm going to go ahead and put them onto the frames, finish them up so that they can be installed Tuesday morning. Got a whole stack of them right here. Well, they're so heavy that my thingy is sliding with it. There we go. Alright, we're going to put the glasses on because this getting old stuff's getting old. I'm going to take all these other covers that are sewn and ready to go. And in no particular order, we're going to grab one. We're going to look down inside here and make sure that our edges are lined up with the foam and the batting and the base. Give it a little tug to make sure it's nice and taut. And that it's lined up and square onto the seat. We're going to make sure we got bullets in our staple gun, and we do. Put a few in there, like so, and then we can take our little handle here and hold it like that. So I got me a little way to hold it when I use both hands. All right, this is going to change from front to back, left to right, whatever. It don't really matter much, but I like to be disciplined and regimented in my assembly process. So I'm going to start at the back here and put one little staple right like that. Now the compressor will be going on during this. Do not be alarmed. Now every single one of these is a little bit different. See how sharp or acute that angle is? Some of these other ones are very obtuse or rounded. So every single one of them is going to have to be special. Every single one of these covers is pretty much done individually. What I like to do is get it on there with just a slight amount of pressure, pushing down and making sure it's lined up. Nice and smooth like. This here is a little bit lumpy, but that's okay. This needs to come down a little bit in the front, but that's okay. Tear that out, push that down a little bit, tighten it up a little bit. Oh, that's more better. Like that. And because this is the part that you always see when you're getting ready to sit down, we're going to make sure it is nice and level. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm eyeballing this this top seam here, and that's what this part here is called, to make sure that it is nice and symmetrical or parallel to the base or the wooden frame that the seat sits on with the foam and everything. There we go. This one here need to be slid over a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to pull it over in the corners. This part here is hidden by the upright. If you can visualize that this is where you sit, and there's a backrest right here, and there's wood that holds the back of the chair up. So we're going to take this guy here, and we're going to make sure all the little wrinkles are out. We're going to take our scissors, and we're just going to put a little bit of cut in here to make something flat go around a corner. Just like that. Put one there, put one there. That way it holds it nice and smooth. Ooh, right there. That is sexy right there. I don't care who you are. All right, we're going to pull the slack up on this side here. Now, you see how this is right here? That's why we put the little cut in there so that it takes the slack out. Now, this one here, we're just going to put a little fold in it. And put a little fold in it. And another little fold in it. And another little fold in it. And what we got here is it goes around the piece of wood that holds the backrest up. And that's what you see. And you see how this one's a little bit different than this one because the wood is not the same, but that's okay. When I install this thing into the frame of the chair, this will all smush down out of the way and it'll be nice and pretty. Okay, so now for the front. Pull some of the slack out like that. And let's see if we can show you on this side here. We're just showing you how to pull the slack out, pull the wrinkles out. Okay, so on this one here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the fold to lay underneath the wood. So you're going to tuck it and tighten it. So that's what you've got. I'm going to put a staple in there, hold it in place, and that's what you see. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit more to get that to roll over the edge so that you don't see it. When you've got corners that are very rounded or obtuse, it's a lot easier to do. When you've got a corner that's sharp, and no, I am not going to take the 60 or so chairs that I'm doing for this customer and cut each one of those corners. I'm not doing it because it would be cost prohibitive for them, and I want to be cognizant of trying to save them a few dollars. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that staple back out. We're going to pull the wrinkle backwards to the edge like this, and then we're going to put another fold in there and hold it in place with a staple and another fold and a staple. And now what we've got is we've got that wrinkle trying to roll around the edge of where that frame is. Now the frame is going to sit right here, camouflaging that. It's going to be real nice. Okay, now this one here, it's another sharp one, so that's all right. We're going to, this one's a little bit different. Take some more slack out. Tighten it up a little bit. A little bit of this excess out of here and take that fold and tack it down here like that, and we're going to take the wrinkle out. Now when you're trying to get wrinkles and lumps out of material, with not so much with the cloth but with vinyl or naugahyde, you always want to start in the middle. Start in the middle and pull them out. And they just kind of lay flat. See, we got one here and one here, so we're going to start in the middle, just like that. So, we're looking at it. It looks really nice and pretty. And now we're going to start finishing it up. Pop that one out. Boom, right in the middle. Boom. Be right back. is not an office, it's a shop. So I gotta have my coffee. I'm just heating up my coffee, that's all. All right. Okay, so we got all these down. We go to the rear. That's what we've got. We got really nice and smooth, really nice and symmetrical. Right there, nothing sticking out, nothing too crazy. Now, unlike this on the back here, if this was a stress point, for example, the front of the chair, and it's got a backrest and it's like this kind of thing, and it falls over because they're cleaning the floor or whatever may have you, boom, it might hit these corners. If that is a concern in the environment in which these chairs are, you can take a little piece of scrap Dacron or some foam and you can put it on that sharp edge. This is a very high-class restaurant that these are for, and that's not an issue. But some of the other locations for different customers, that may be the case. Now, I don't put a whole bunch of staples in here. I put enough to hold it in place because, as you can see, as people sit on it, it needs to breathe. If you put too many staples and you close off this so it can't breathe or push the air out, then you're going to have to put holes in it. That's just another step. These things are going to be just fine. Now, let me get around the camera. Now that that part is done, we're going to finish it off and make it pretty looking. I've already taken the material and cut these out based on the pattern. We're going to fold this over about 1/2 inch or so. We're going to make sure that it's centered on the material. Just about like that. And we're going to anchor it in place. See this wrinkle right here? We're going to stretch all that out. The material, this backing material or finishing material, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, came wrinkled like that. That's okay. It happens. All right. I'm going to try to smooth it out and make it pretty. Now, yeah, I guess my OCD is running kind of crazy. I could steam it and that kind of thing, but I'm not going to do that. It's the bottom of the chair and you can't see it. I can see it. They can't see it, but that's okay. I'm going to make it nice and pretty because it does matter. Okay, I'm going to stretch it out. Anchor it like that. I'm going to finish this corner here. Fold it up underneath. Pull the wrinkle out. Like this. This. There we go. And we're going to do one right about there. We're going to cut this corner here. The reason we do that is so that we can tuck this part here back up underneath so it's not sticking out. Now, even though all this is underneath the chair and it's all hidden, you can't see it. Even if you turn the chair upside down for cleaning, you can see just about this part of it right here. You can't see this where the frame is, but that's okay. I can see it, they can't, and that's what's important, that I feel good about this. All right. cut this one a little bit more. Stay out of the way of the camera there. This is boring, I know, but that's all right. That's over. We're going to see how we got some excess here. That's okay, because that's what folds underneath. So as we start to pull these wrinkles out, I'm going to fold this, pull it nice and tight, make sure it's lined up and symmetrical. Now, this one here, because I wasn't paying attention, I went a little bit too deep because we can't fold it. So I'm going to pull that one out, that staple. Our fancy Osborne staple puller. These things ain't cheap, but they are the best. And my dad taught me years ago, if you can afford it, always buy the best. There's a reason it's the best. All right, so we're going to back that up. There we go. That one, and now we're going to start pulling these wrinkles out. See that one right there? So we're going to pull it out right about like that. Make it nice and pretty. And let's get this folded here. Well, see, I did it again. Okay, well, I don't like the way that wrinkle is not pulling out. So we're going to take this one, staple, and we're going to fold up underneath. And we're going to pull it tight. And that's what we call therapeutic for the OCD. Alright. Fold it. Fold a little more. Because my left hand don't work good. Okay, about like that. Anchor it. Overzealous and I went too far with it. Alright, so now we got the front. We fold it. And it's just a little bit too long for me, so I'm going to trim about a ½ inch off of this. Okay, we're going to fold and anchor like that. And we're going to get a deep fold and work that fold all the way back and then gently roll it. I don't know if you can see that or not. We're going to deep, see? You got to roll it out so it stays nice. Right about there. Anchor the corner. tuck it in the middle. Remember, when you're trying to get lumps out, always start in the middle. I'm running out of fingers here. Here we go. Like that. Kind of smooth it. Like that. And in the middle. And in the middle. Like that. And we're going to go here. And here. And here. And we're getting low on the bullets. Let's put some more bullets in there. I hate being in the middle of it all, concentrating and then run out of bullets. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a seat ready to be installed. So we're going to do another one without so much commentary on the rounded corner ones. See, these are really rounded. That one's kind of sharp there. This is all kind of individually different. So make sure it's square. And it's tight inside the cover. There we go. I like to start at the back. Boom. Like that. Let's get our sharp tools that'll poke everything out of the way. Make sure we're symmetrical on our front corners, and we are. Pull it out. Boom. Yeah, that's even. Oh. Yeah, fold it. Oh, what's going on with my bullets here? See how it's rounded right there? Foam's a little bit sharp, but that's okay. Start at the center. Fold left. Fold right. Like that. There we go. tuck in. Got to push it down, let it seat itself. No pun intended. Get it? Let the seat itself. Kind of massage it a little bit, and let's put the backing on it for the finishing touch. Now usually I'd have my music blaring in the background while I'm doing this, but I don't know how those people do it, but the algorithms pick up copyright and stuff like that, so we're not going to have the music playing. Like that. And like that. There we go. That's pretty right there. Okay, we're going to do a fold on it, deep fold. Make it nice and taut. Right about there. And for the old school people that listen to rap back in the day, like this and like that and like this Santa, you may or may not know what that's from, but that's okay. You can Google it. Okay. Bullets in here. A little more fold on that one. See, now that's the problem with trying to make something flat go around something square, or make something flat that goes around something round. So that is a problem. It is on the frame, so you can't see it, but that really bothers me. So let's see if we got some of this here. Let's try to cover that up. See, same thing happened on this side. That's with that round corner there. Oh, and be careful not to staple your finger. That happens occasionally. That's why you got to be clear-minded and focused. All right, let's take some of this here. And let's go here. Go. You can hear it breathing. If you make it too tight on your staples and it can't breathe, when people sit down, it'll blow it out or it'll make it fail prematurely. Make your stitching come out and that kind of stuff. So, man, that is real nice and soft. Whew, that is very, very nice. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more upholstery stuff. This is the real way it happens in a shop. Not some of them edited perfect first take looking videos there. This is real world for what G-Paw is doing. So, y'all have a good one, and be safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.